to Sports News Review, NFL news, rumors, and comments. We start off with Green Bay Packers head coach Matt LaFleur reveals just how much power Aaron Rodgers had in offensive play calls. Alright, click into the article here, and it's no secret that former Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers had a heavy influence on what plays the team ran during his tenure. It has been largely assumed that Matt LaFleur's offense saw itself picked apart by the future Hall of Famer who now plays for the New York Jets. In other words, there are aspects of LaFleur's scheme that Rodgers simply refused to buy into. Okay, in a recent podcast series, The Athletic, called The Play Callers, LaFleur, Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan, and Mike McDaniel all revealed their development coaches in the NFL. During one episode, LaFleur revealed just how much power Rodgers had over his offense. Matt LaFleur revealed Aaron Rodgers had a great deal of power nixing plays for the Green Bay Packers. During one episode, LaFleur was detailing a Zoom meeting he had with Rodgers, Nathaniel Hackett, and Luke Getsy back in 2019. It was myself, it was Aaron Rodgers, it was Nathaniel Hackett and Luke Getsy. All we did all over the Zoom, we had spent hours going over every concept that we thought we wanted to run and why we wanted to run it, getting feedback from Aaron. Some of it he didn't like. We said, all right, let's cross that one out and go on to the next one. So in other words, Rodgers had a lot of influence on what went on in the Green Bay Packers. So is it the same in New York? We don't know yet. We will find out if they're successful or not due to Aaron Rodgers' influence on their offense. Now, their first game, of course, is Monday night against the Buffalo Bills. Looks like the Buffalo Bills are heavily favored to win. And I will be definitely watching that game Monday night. I am a Bills backer after all. So, okay, so then it says here, Andy Reid had one request for Patrick Mahomes before giving Chiefs star quarterback the okay to take part in docuseries. What was the one request? Let's see. Andy Reid. The docuseries, which is aptly titled Quarterback, will feature Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota. Peyton Manning's Omaha Productions teamed up with NFL Films to make the 8-part series with chronicles of which each aforementioned quarterback went through during the 2022 season. Let's see. During the recent interview, Manning said Chiefs head coach Andy Reid had one condition for being involved in the show. He didn't want his own meetings recorded. Everyone involved agreed to that. It's a simple request. Makes sense. Okay, fine. That's cool. Alright, nothing really rumorish there. Not big news. The 2023 New England Patriots fantasy preview. I'm okay with the fantasy. Okay, Seahawks interested in signing the next Geno. Despite the 3-year contract extension being handed to quarterback Geno Smith this offseason, the Seattle Seahawks are still a name being brought up, rumors revolving a young signal caller that could be potentially become available if many believe Smith's impressive 2022 season was a fluke and something that won't be replicated. That is the mainstream opinion. Okay, but Tennessee Titans second-year quarterback Malik Willis, after one season, the former third-round pick, hasn't lived up to his projection as a first-round talent. Willis was a hot name coming out of Liberty. Oh, Malik Willis? Okay, sure. Stephon Diggs thrown back in the national spotlight with Lay's discussion. Okay, we're back with Stefan Diggs news again. Okay. Stefan Diggs shows up to Damar Hamlin's charity event. Okay, that doesn't seem that bad. The All-Pro wide receiver is back in the national spotlight, this time for what he was doing with Damar Hamlin over the weekend. Diggs showed up and supported his friend and teammate at a local charity event. Okay, that seems okay. Diggs, for those who may not remember, went viral after Hamlin's traumatic injury. The Diva was spotted walking into the hospital at event, even reportedly had an encounter with security since he technically wasn't allowed to get in, being that he's not related to Hamlin. Diggs had once again gone viral recently in a less than stellar situation that happened at Bills camp, and not reporting for the first day of meetings. Yeah, we all know that so far. Since then, Diggs has been passionately defended by his franchise quarterback. Okay, during the off-season program, Diggs took the time to go out and support Hamlin at his charity event in Pittsburgh for the Chasing M's Foundation. The Chasing M's Foundation is dedicated to the development, health, and safety of youth through sports, engagement activities, training, and programming. Okay, but it seems alright. Is there anything bad? I don't think there's anything bad about this. He's showing up for his friends. There's nothing bad. Okay, so you see, that was just the title of it made it sound like there was some kind of controversy going on. It doesn't seem. I don't see it at all. I'm reading through it and there's nothing there. But nice to Stefan Diggs showed up for his charity event. Right? Okay. Oh. Green Bay Packers Kyle Shanahan drops incredible dagger on Matt LaFleur's career choice. What? I don't even know what that means right now. Green Bay Packers Kyle Shanahan drops incredible dagger on Matt LaFleur's career choice. Kyle Shanahan envisions his life being much easier with the San Francisco 49ers if he made a decision that he have altered Green Bay Packers head coach Matt LaFleur's career trajectory. Shanahan, LaFleur, and Sean McVay were offensive assistants together with the Washington football team. Shanahan and LaFleur would work together on the Atlanta Falcons during the 2015-2016 season. The 2016 Falcons made, but eventually lost to the Super Bowl to the New England Patriots in an epic collapse. Shanahan took the 49ers head coach job after the Super Bowl, but LaFleur didn't follow. He took offensive coordinator position under McVay with the Los Angeles Rams. According to Jordan Rodriguez with the Athletic, it's a move Shanahan admitted he regret allowing to happen. Oh, okay. Well, that was then. This is now category. Cowboys have yet to discover Tony Pollard's workload limits. Yeah, that's a big problem. You got rid of Ezekiel Elliott, and now you're saying, okay, Tony Pollard's the man. Okay, there has been heavy discussion around Tony Pollard this offseason in Cowboys Nation. Will he get a long-term contract? Will he be able to remain explosive as the new running back number one? Can he handle short yardage? Will his body hold on? The list goes on. It's for good reason. For the first time since 2016, the Cowboys enter a season without Ezekiel Elliott in the fold. Elliott, released in the offseason, was a bell cow of sorts for Dallas. While his skills eroded over the years, he was a durable and reliable presence in the Cowboys' backfield. Well, yeah, they don't have him now. They don't know what Pollard's ability is right now. They're not sure what he can handle right now. He did have a bad injury, a season-ending injury, and we'll soon find out. Okay, I'm looking for more. Don't want to go on that. It looks like clickbait. Okay. Browns cornerback Greg Newsome sends a message to Northwestern following the firing of Pat Fitzgerald. I guess that's What message? Oh, jeez. I mean, this doesn't sound good. Uh, message. The following. I don't even want to bring up that Northwestern issue. I know a little bit about it. It's just. It's just. He had a message for the college town of Evanston. Okay, now, it's getting out of hand. Coach Fitz is a great man. Newsom said, you know what? I don't know. I think he should just stay out of it. He's in the NFL. He's making a lot of money. He wasn't there. You gotta remember, this coach, okay, I don't care what is going on and what they're accusing. I'm not talking about that. But just because he treated this person, the running back of cornerback Greg Newsom, he might have treated him well, and sure he looks good to him, but we don't know the full story. Let it happen. Let it play out. I wouldn't have commented if I was him. I would have just said nothing. Just don't say anything. Don't say anything. It's just let it be. I mean, yes. Like I said, he could have been nice to one person and just who knows, you know. Okay, Chiefs receiver shows report for alleged bank robber in van. Okay, well, it's that weird story about the mascot being chief receiver's message about Chiefsaholic Russ generated a lot of comments. I'm not sure. We don't know. This is an issue that's more than NFL related. It's okay. One NFL star doesn't think Aaron Rodgers will make the Jets a Super Bowl contender. Okay, who is out there now all of a sudden doesn't like Aaron Rodgers? Let's see. Will the Jets be a Super Bowl contender in 2023? Let's see who this person is. Let's see. Ndamukong Suh. What is his beef? Why doesn't he like to think that they could be a Super Bowl contender? Whereas I'm saying that they are, you know, my thing is that the Bills are going to win that Monday night game, but like 5 to 6 points or maybe 3. I mean, it's going to be close. It may not look close. It's going to look close all the time, or it may not be close the whole time. It's going to be just something that's a couple of plays will determine the game. I mean, it's going to be a tough one for the Bills. I mean, it could be a couple of plays, mistakes, loss, or just a 6-point win. I see the Bills winning, but just barely winning, and if they do win by 10 points, it's just some bad mistakes on the Packers side defensively to give them that 10-point lead. I mean, they're a good team. I mean, the Jets are a good team. The Bills are a good team. But the Bills are a little bit better. A better roster, just based on past. Now, projection, like I could see that if the Bills don't, this is scary because if the Bills don't win the division, there's such a strong field of contenders that a wild card could be out of the. It could end up either win the division or out of the playoffs because the wild card may not be there because there might be other teams out there that just might be a little bit better. Okay, so Ndamukong Suh thinks that Aaron Rodgers won't make the Jets a Super Bowl contender. Okay, that's his opinion. Dalvin Cook's agent feels speculation. He could join Aaron Rodgers with the New York. There we go, Dominic. See, there you go. See, now if Dalvin Cook goes to the New York Jets, yes, that would help Aaron Rodgers if he can get a few yards here and there, take some relief off the passing game. So, you never know. Let's see. NFL news. Minnesota Vikings star gets real about Kirk Cousins not being in the league. Maybe he's going to defend him. I'm going to guarantee he's going to defend Kirk Cousins. I told you he's going to say that he's going to defend him. Let's see. Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson is a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. He doesn't think his teammate Kirk... Oh no, he doesn't think his teammate Kirk Cousins is a top 5 quarterback. Oh no. Oh, he put Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen. Why would you do this if you're... Just don't even make this list. Justin Jefferson, don't even make this list. It's your teammate. Just drop it. They shouldn't even bother with it. That was not a good move. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm looking for... Cardinals. One team making progressive push for DeAndre Hopkins. It's former Arizona Cardinals wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins has one team making aggressive push for his talent. The battle for the signature of former Arizona Cardinals wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins has raged for over a month now, and since the All-Star pass catcher hit free agency, there has been plenty of speculation about where Hopkins will suit for 2023. The star receiver served a 6-game suspension in 2022 before coming back and flashing the talent he still has, despite being on the wrong side of 30. Hopkins' $19.45 million salary was too much for any team to trade for. And now the receiver sits on the open market with a few weeks remaining until training camp. And who is the Tennessee Titans, New England Patriots have been the only teams to officially have Hopkins on visits so far. Let's see. Tennessee Titans, New England Patriots. Wow. I'm surprised he hasn't signed with the New England Patriots because, you get DeAndre Hopkins, and if your quarterback doesn't work out, just get another quarterback. It's a tough one. You don't want to be stuck with his salary if it's not his fault. He's not getting the ball because it's not his fault. Mac Jones, that would be for Mac Jones. That would definitely be for Mac Jones. But it says here that it remains between the Titans and Patriots. Okay, that's for sure. Okay, look for more. Let's see. It says former Vikings running back Dalvin Cook is getting bad advice. Probably. Oh, okay. Let's see. Former Steelers offensive line Raymond Foster says fans shouldn't be surprised if Najee Harris becomes agnostic. I'm not. I have trouble reading that word for some reason, but it's on Steeler Nation, so it's gonna be a little friendly news, I guess. It's with Steeler Nation. The Pittsburgh Steelers selected running back Najee Harris with their first pick in the 2021 draft. He absolutely dominated the SEC and won the Doak Walker Award as a senior. He left the Crimson Tide as an all-time leader in rushing yards and total scrimmage. Regardless of many accolades, there have been a number of fans that were angry at drafting a running back in the first round, mostly for the perceived value of the player. Regardless of value, it's hard to dispute the necessity of a good back. he might be one of those rare occasions, in my opinion. In my opinion, he might be one of those rare occasions. In this day and age, you kind of draft him because you never know. Okay. It, oh. Oh, B&R predicts new Vikings defender will be team's biggest bust. Whoa. Already? Wow. Haven't even started the game yet, and he's already a bust, they're saying? Marcus Davenport has a lot to prove this season. 2020, the 2018 first round pick has an up and down 5 years, with the Saints showing plenty of promise but posting inconsistent sack numbers with doing various injuries. Davenport appeared in 63 of a possible 82 regular season games during his tenure in New Orleans. Alright. We'll see what happens. It's still early. I mean, you could turn things around still. Stay out of the water. Okay. Atlanta Braves select Kenyon Drake's brother in the 5th round of Major League. Oh, okay. It's a football player, I guess. No idea. That's more of a clickbaiter. It says the Minnesota Vikings cheerleaders' wild photos go viral. Clickbait, not worth talking about. Okay. Proposed Jets Cowboys trade should ship off $4 million prospect. Proposed? Who's proposing it? Let's see. If New York Jets land star free agent Dalvin Cook, that could kick someone else out of the running back room. Okay, I see. Okay. Trade Cooper Kupp scenario sends Rams wide receiver to NFC North. You could get a lot for him. I mean, he could do a lot for the. I mean, they will sorely miss him on Los Angeles, but they're like 3 or 4 years away from contending right now. I mean, they're in a total rebuild. Things are gonna have to really change there, and it's something I would think of too. Like, you don't want to trade Cooper, Kupp, but what you can get, the assets you can get for him. I mean, it just would help the team. 3 or 4 players for Cooper Kupp. That's a good trade-off if you're Los Angeles. You just rebuilding. Let's see, the AFC notes. Max Crosby, Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders. Okay, Broncos. Let's see. The Broncos. The kicker is pretty straightforward. Whoa. The kicker is pretty straightforward. We really need was to see both guys. For some reason, Ben Kovacs just says that kicking is just straightforward. Yeah, like if it was like the 1950s, 60s, 70s, that's how you treated it. But in 2023, you don't just say that your kicking is just straightforward, just kick it. I mean, like, this is where the commentary comes in. When it came to the Monday Night Football game, when the Dallas Cowboys they were getting touchdowns, and the extra points were being missed. Okay. Now, the thing that just puzzled me was when I heard Dak Prescott going on the sideline saying, "Why don't we just go for 2?" Yeah, that's a really good. See, that's a learning experience. I think I think it's one of the things that a coach needed to tell him. Listen, I think the thing you should do in the future is to help your teammate with positive reinforcement. Like, okay, because they didn't need these two. It's not as if they needed these points. They were winning. The game was out of control. Okay, the Cowboys were winning. I would do the same thing. Try to get my kicker to work his way out of it. Instead, like, we don't need the two. We didn't need the point. That, like, to the point of we don't need the 2-point try. It's just going to make things worse for your kicker. Going, oh, the game's out of hand. It's not close, and we're going for 2 points, even though we don't need it really, because we're not going to lose this game. It's not based. We're not going to lose this game based on extra points. Okay, so that was a lesson that happened for Dak Prescott. My opinion, to be a better player for your team, as in like be a better teammate. Help your teammate conquer it. Okay. Oh, it says here that defensive end Max Crosby spent extra time this offseason building up his grip strength. Oh, jeez. That is a really good one. That is one good player that the Raiders have. That's one asset. They have Max Crosby on defense. Yeah, and he's going to build up his strength with gripping exercises. Okay, so there isn't too much more news on the NFL front here. So with that, I bid you fair adieu, goodbye, and I'll see you later, alligator.